Anonymous, we're here for you.
Why I need advice is because I love this girl so much. I've never loved a woman as much as I love this girl in my life, in my entire life. But the challenge is, I think she struggles so hard to trust me, so hard.
I'm the anonymous girlfriend.
Hi, man, that's psycho. Well, welcome.
I was listening, and what I can agree to is that we both came into the relationship very broken, and it's not just me, it's the both of us. He's been working on himself, and I haven't been putting in much work. So I heard you guys, and I'll go for therapy.
Somizi and the Naked DJ serving you relationship advice on Ask a Man. The upcoming segment discuss content that is of adult nature. The views and opinions expressed are not that of the SABC and are that of participating contributors and listeners, and do not reflect that of the official policy or position of Metro FM.
It's 24 minutes after 10 o'clock. It's Ask a Man time. Are we all ready to get into it, to hear out Anonymous? All right, Anonymous is on the line. The Naked DJ is right here. Let's get into it. Good morning, Anonymous.
Good morning, good.
Hey, I love the energy, Anonymous. Jeez.
There might be tears coming soon. Let's not get here.
Positive. Okay, Anonymous, I'm going to read you the house rules, and then we'll hear what advice you need from the Naked DJ and everyone listening this morning. Respect is the foundation of our conversation. Maintain respectful language. Refrain from any swearing or use of profanities. Our responsibility is to protect your identity, and your responsibility, Anonymous, is to kindly extend the same courtesy to protect the identity of the people or the person you'll be speaking about. Anonymous, do you agree?
I do.
All right. We are listening. What's happening?
Okay, wow. So I have been seeing a guy for just a little over 2 years. And we met under very shaky circumstances. He was going through a divorce. So we started dating while he was going through this messy divorce of his. And months down the line, my mother passed away. So for the first year of our dating, Jay, it was just trauma bonding, I guess. We became quite close because we've seen each other at our worst and we moved in together around the time my mother passed away. And we lived together, and everything was hunky-dory. But now the second year of our dating, I think this is when I was starting to heal into the person that I am without having my mother, and him moving away from, being a recently divorcee. So a lot of things changed in our relationship. I mean, even in the first year, the foundation was the trauma. He was going through something. I was his, I was his support. I was his backbone. I don't know. And then I went through something, and he was that for me. So we relied on each other quite a lot. And we moved in together. We went into business together, which was another of our problems. We had quite a few, but I think we kind of glazed through it because we were like, we have seen each other. These are little things, but the little things became big things. So in the second year, the little things were piling up and becoming a bigger thing. For example, I never wanted to disclose how much I earn. I felt that privilege is for married people. I don't know. Maybe
Okay.
And I was like, we're just dating, Machana. You don't need to know what I bring.
Just dating, but living together, ne? But it's just dating.
Okay, but wait, let me explain. I feel like it's unfair to expect that of me, though, because, I mean, if we say we're living together and your contribution to the house is going to be 15,000, my contribution to the house is going to be 15,000, you don't need to know where my other 20 rand is coming from or how much it is.
Okay.
If I'm bringing... Okay, anyway. And then another thing was that I don't want to get married. And that is the hill that he wants to die on. He's like... he will marry again. And I'm like, Chomi, but you've seen what it can do. And I don't want that for me. And I don't want to have another child.
Okay.
I have a kid. He has a kid from his previous marriage. And I was like, I don't want to bring another child into. We're okay with the 2 kids that we have. Let's raise trust fund babies. You know what I mean? Let's not bring another responsibility to them. And that's another thing that we used to fight about. Also, after my mother passed away, my ambition kind of changed. I'm a bit of a scholar. I was working towards my PhD, and then my mother passed away. And I think I hit a mental snag that my ambition completely changed. I was like, hey, PhD, come and shoot.
Okay.
So I started redirecting all my efforts towards a more business-centered approach. So and he had fallen in love with my brain in the beginning. He used to say that quite a lot. But for my age, he's very surprised at how I view the world and my ambitions towards it, because he was also the same. So the likeness for him was a thing. And then when that changed, I think it also changed the trajectory of our relationship in his eyes. So now we
And
are
hold on,
2 years.
hold on. Did you eventually get your PhD?
No, I didn't. I took a sabbatical. That was.
Does he have a PhD?
Actually, he is getting staggered. I don't know what you call the thing. Yeah, twice. Yeah. In October.
Oh.
Yeah.
But then does he have a PhD? A pretty huge D.
Oh, yes, it does. Oh, you're waiting for my...
Girl,
Okay.
answer that question.
She said yes, he does.
Oh, I didn't hear it loud enough.
Cool. All right.
Okay, wait, let's hold it there on that PhD level. Anonymous, we coming back, Netchum.
Okay.
Stay on the line. Oh, naked. When on the PhD. Excuse.
Let the good times roll. Turn it up.
My station, my music.
It's Metro FM, the biggest commercial radio station in the land. We won't stop. Keep it locked, Tim Zanzi's favorite radio station. Non-stop entertainment with nothing but the best.
Let's go.
We are the heartbeat of the nation. Metro FM. It's where you want to be.
31 minutes after 10 o'clock. I was just checking already. Does Naked have a PhD? But stay far away. All right, we are going to get a bit of a recap now. Anonymous has been with her partner for about 2 years. They met during a tumultuous period in both their lives. He was going through a divorce when they met, and months into the relationship, she lost her mother. Sorry, again, Anonymous, for that. This meant that there was a lot of trauma bonding, like she mentioned earlier in their relationship. However, they healed from their difficult situations. They started to get into a lot of conflict, though, because of their different outlooks on life, including marriage, children, and financial prospects. Anonymous, just a quick question. Why did he get the divorce?
Oh, okay. So he got married very young. One of those. His family used to go to church. One of those. Yeah. So that happened, and then
does that count as an arranged marriage? Like when
it kind of does, yeah.
Okay. And do you know how old was he
when he got married?
Yeah.
I think around 21.
Wow.
Okay. And then the big question is, what was the reason for the divorce?
I think also like the differences in who they were. So
Okay, as they grew
he
apart.
grew
Okay.
older. I don't know, honestly. That's one thing I never really pried into. I think as he changed his perspective on life and she changed her perspective on life, there was a lot of clashes between the two. Yeah.
And then,
Because from my understanding, she had wanted to be a housewife, and he at some point did not want that, of which that was not the initial agreement. So I think that's where the clash was.
okay. So
The biggest.
all right, early arranged marriage. Okay. And fast forward, did I hear you correctly when you said he's going for initiation, a ceremony later on this year? Like we are
Yeah, for his PhD. He's getting his PhD award Dodon.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right. So where are we now? What's going on?
Okay, so now, because I felt like making a relationship work shouldn't be this hard, and then I suggested a no contact separation, because I mean contact would defeat the purpose. A no contact separation for about 3 months. We see how it goes, and after the 3 months is up, we reevaluate. Do we want to still do this? Is it worth doing?
Okay.
Like, I know you love me, I love you, but like, love is not all relationships are, you know. So now the 3 months is ending, and I am at an impasse. I know I love this man. I know I love what we are building. I think we have that vibe here, power couple.
Okay.
We have that power couple vibe, but there's so many things that I feel, he still wants to stay in this with the mindset that I will love her enough to change her mind into wanting to marry me. I will love her enough to change her mind into having another kid. You know those things? And I keep on telling him, friend, I don't want another child.
Okay.
I don't want to get married.
Okay.
So now I don't want to have this conversation with my inner circle, because obviously that kind of ruins the integrity of our relationship. If then I wanted to have, I mentioned earlier, with someone who's Switzerland, who's absolutely
neutral.
And I hope I'm not painting myself as a victim here, because I have things that I just, like, not wanting to disclose my finances, I feel.
Okay. No, I mean, you've painted a proper picture here. And I think you've been fair in describing how the both of you are. So, yeah. Okay.
What's the advice you need?
Yes, the advice that I want is, do you guys think it's worth going back? Number one, am I being selfish? Should I be disclosing everything? Like, should I be bare naked? Well, am I being selfish? Is this relationship worth going back to? And that sounds crazy, asking a stranger, but I don't know what to do.
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
I just want to.
And I don't know if I'm scared because the dating pool is in the trenches these days, so I'm just scared of being alone. But I know I love him.
Okay. Anonymous, just let's go back to why you don't want to get married.
I think the institution of marriage itself has lost all credibility in my eyes. For the most part, I want a wedding. I don't want the marriage bit of it. Like, I want I don't know, I just hate it feels like a chain. The ring chains you down. I'm living like a married person. But the once you put a ring on it, it's just, what?
Okay,
and you don't get married to one person, you get married to their family. Now that I'm dating, I feel like I can be loosey-goosey still, you know?
Let's not even go there. Let's deal with one thing at a time, right? If you can't play with one ball, you can't now want to juggle 5 balls, okay?
Okay.
So you do know that you two sound like a very intelligent pair, and you've decided that you don't want to, you want to be as, I don't want to say modern, but you want to customize your relationship. That's what you would like to do. Yes. And you do know that, Anonymous, you can actually put everything that you want, you can put it on paper to say, look, these are the institutions that, I don't agree with, and this is X, Y, and Z. And this is how I would like us to customize our relationship. And I feel that this would work, because what he's looking for is probably commitment from you in a certain way. And unfortunately, sometimes we think commitment means we've been taught, you have to sign, you have to go and stand in front of the church with people or whatever that might be. If it's tradition, we just go and cows here, slaughter here, we have the ceremony done, right? Now, we also don't know what your core belief systems are. Like, you guys don't sound, are you very traditional? Are the families traditional? What do the families want?
Anonymous?
They are. Can I don't know if you guys will understand if I say it in Xhosa. So, his
Teta
family is
sana,
very-
teta sokuva.
His memory, and I hope this is not a rude term that might offend anyone. But it's Xhosana, so like very centered in old ways of life.
Okay.
Like he's from an area where kusathwalwa abantu.
Okay. Now,
So uthwalwa is like when they send the child to the shop, and then like they send uncles, and on their way back they take the child to go marry them off. So there's there's still places
Wait.
that
Then,
practice.
with that being said, Anonymous, how or what example of marriage for you growing up? Or what was it then?
The example of marriage in my household,
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
just the modern kind. I don't like. Dad
Okay.
used to wash dishes. Mom used to cook sometimes if she wanted. So it was very
liberal, as they say.
yes, that's the term. Very
Okay.
liberal.
So now you've got
Very allowing of women to work a 9 to 5, and then the husband would stay at home, for example. But that's not what it was.
yeah,
it
but
was-
it's not like he said you can't do all those things. I get it. Now, okay, so Anonymous, here's two people that met each other when they were going through stuff, and you mentioned that trauma bonding, we all agree with, we all see it. And now when after the rain comes the sunshine, but it's so weird because you guys were the sunshine to each other during the rain, right? So,
Yeah.
so now what do we call this part? This is the part where we've healed, everything is happy, and we feel like we've moved on. Now, it sounds very cliche that sometimes people are in your life for a reason or for a season or all those things, right? Now, but then you've realized that even though he was in my life for just a season and for a great reason, he's helped me to be who I am now. He's helped me to move on. He helped me through times of grief. But I want more. And then from his side, it's you also helped him through, this messy divorce, as you say. And you helped him grow from, he chose you. And you were not chosen for him, unlike the first marriage.
Yes.
This is a person that he's chosen. So even for him, this is such a big step. But now the person that he has chosen does not want him the same way that he wants her. So this is where after 3 months, two grown adults that get back together and say, I need things to work this way. He also needs things to work a certain way, but both of you don't seem like you want to budge. And if the both of you don't seem like you want to budge, therefore, were you just not in each other's lives for that reason and for that season where you guys were going through those hard things that you were going through? And then what is selfish, though, is saying, I'm not willing to give this person what he wants. Hey, but when I'm looking out there, the dating pool is a mess. Now, it's also not nice to, when you've got somebody in your life that has actually loved and cared for you, but you're like, relationships are about compromise. But if the dating pool out there was so great, and actually it is, it just depends where you choose. And it depends when you meet people, you actually have your piece of paper to say, hey, this is what I want. And on the day that you meet that person, if they don't agree with what you want, then it's not worth it, Anonymous. No matter what education they have or success or whatever they might have. If somebody does not tick those boxes that you would like ticked as a person, it's not worth it. Because no matter what happens when you're in that relationship, you will always feel like it is a prison. So this is where you also weigh the pros and the cons. this relationship was great, but what do I want? What actually makes me breathe? You'll think there's no relation. Anonymous, the relationship you do want is out there. You do know that, right? But it's going to take a lot of patience. It might even take a lot of you having to kiss some frogs.
Oh, no.
And it might take time. Because what we want does not necessarily find us the first time. But if you two really love each other, when this 3 months is done, you will sit together and you will have big conversations that you haven't had before, because you're not meeting as those two broken people. You're now meeting each other for the first time. Right? Because now, remember, now you've healed. So you're meeting each other for the first time to try and see if you guys can actually form a proper partnership.
On that note, Anonymous, one question, and you can answer it when we come back. During this 3-month break that you guys have had, did you feel more at peace or more lost without him? Can you answer after we come back?
Okay, yes.
Thank you.
Oh, the shelf was leaning sideways, the tap was dripping slow. I said, relax, I've got this, I know just where to go. I went to the crazy store, a screwdriver's all I need. Somehow I left with so much more, a torch, a broom, a book to read.
That's crazy, crazy, that's the crazy store. Went in for one small thing, came out with so much more.
The crazy store. Hey, you never know what you might find.
Hear that? That's the sound of nothing going wrong in your home. And with Suntum Cashback, that's worth something. Stay claim-free for 3 years and get 10% of your premiums back and 10% every year after. T's and C's apply. Suntum. This is freedom. Suntum is an authorized FSP, a licensed non-life insurer, and a controlling company for its group companies.
46 minutes after 10 o'clock. Anonymous, thank you so much for your patience. So again, just asking, during the 3-month break, no contact break, do you feel at peace?
Honestly, I think the first month was a bit tricky for me because I was trying to navigate how to live, having gone back to now just living by myself and, you know, doing everything on my own in the space that we used to share together. And then we did kind of break contact on my birthday. My birthday was on the 19th of June, and he set up something with my sister. I had a little surprise situation. He sent me some money and all those nice things and sent me a message that I thought, oh, it'd be nice to call and respond. So we had a chat for that one day. And then on Father's Day also, he was like, he wants to come pick the kid up. So there was a breaking of the no contact situation. But for the most part, I think I've spent the time missing him more than I missed how we navigate through life together, living together, and, you know, having to answer a 7-year-old's questions. Is Daddy going to come? When is Daddy coming? You know, those kinds of things. So it was a bit hard, but I don't know if the hardship is because I miss him, or I just miss our life together now.
Did you miss his child?
Oh, I did. We did go out for ice cream once, but the child lives with the mother, so
okay.
We see her like every second weekend. Yeah.
Naked, do you think he misses her?
He obviously does miss her. And I feel that she does miss him. But they just need to sit together, like I said, as two brand new people. It's either that or sometimes you know what rebounds are, Anonymous. And
yes.
Do you ever feel like you've overstayed that rebound phase?
My fear was that we are holding on to something that, like you said, we were just meant to be there for each other for that season, for that trauma season.
Mm-hmm.
But now we are trying to say, oh, these are just small things. We've seen each other at our worst. We're using that foundation as a reason to hold on to maybe something that we're not supposed to be holding on to.
For here,
and that
I
scares
would,
me quite a lot.
Anonymous, remember today you're not speaking on behalf of him. So you're talking for yourself. So stop saying
it
we.
Scares me.
It's a me. It's scaring you.
It scares me, yes.
Yeah. So, love is a game of dice. And Anonymous, in this big casino, you are in the big casino, and it's either you're gonna throw that dice at love. Okay. Yeah. Well, she can still hear us, so we hope. Okay, well, her radio's off, so
I'm sure she's turning it on now.
Yeah.
Cool.
So she needs to decide whether she's gonna throw that, roll that dice, or leave the casino. It's obviously fear of the unknown, and if she feels like this relationship suffocates her, then it's not for her.
Smart shoppers get 700-gram BB white sliced bread, assorted 2-litre Clover jug or ultra-pasteurized fresh milk, and Pick n Pay no-name eggs large 6s, all 3 for only R49.99. So, drop into your nearest Pick n Pay and stock up on staples and save. Valid 25 June to 6 October. In-store, online and on Pick n Pay ASAP while stocks last. T's and C's apply.
Life doesn't stay the same. It grows. One moment becomes another. One plan becomes 5. And before you know it, the life you've been building is all around you. With its refined new grille, elevated 7-seat design, and seamless wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, the new Jetour X70 Plus is designed for every chapter ahead. From 444-900. Book a test drive today. The new Jetour X70 Plus. Life expanded.
This week on Expresso, Mandela Day may be over, but the spirit of giving lives on.
We reflect on the impact of this year's initiatives and discover how organizations like the Homestead are inspiring South Africans to keep making a difference in their communities all year round.
We also get moving with Claudia as she shares simple anti-inflammatory workouts to boost circulation, support your lymphatic system, and keep you active through winter.
And we swing into action with Spider-Man, brand new day.
Join us on Expresso weekdays from 6 to 9 on S3.
We've got 4 minutes. What advice do you have for Anonymous? Thank you for giving us a call. That number, 086,000 2160. Let's take your calls. Let's head on over to Anonymous 2. Good morning, Anonymous.
Good morning. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good, thanks to you, Anonymous.
I'm all right. Quick one, advice to Anonymous. I don't think she should go back to this relationship.
Why
because
not?
From what I heard from her, it looks as if she's afraid to do the work. She just misses the comfort. You could hear it from what you were saying, that she sees herself with the guy as being a power couple. To me, that sounds like a facade. Once the honeymoon is over, problems are going to start. And the fact that they have been in no contact for the past 3 months, I think the guy just went back to his ex.
No, but
that is my opinion.
No, hold on. But remember, it was mutual, right? And Anonymous, I also want to ask, if a person says they do not want to get married, but then another person that they're dating is the marriage type, they obviously don't click because they don't have the same goal, right?
Yeah, but in this instance, the guy was married and is actually divorced. So we do not know what traumas he actually came out with from that marriage. So in my opinion, I think you Anonymous should just leave the guy and do some work on herself.
Thank you, Anonymous.
Appreciate your call. Let's head on over to Ralph out in Centurion. Ralph, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Hey, good on you.
Be good. Of all the things that Anonymous has said, I could not hear any red flag from the guy's side. I actually think this is a great guy, and from what she said, that they see themselves as a power couple and all that. And it takes a lot for a guy to wait for 3 months when he doesn't have a goal. And it actually seems like the guy really loves her, and if you really want a relationship, you have to compromise at some point.
Okay.
And I think, like Nigel said, if he has to compromise, if he really loves the guy, and if he does sound like he loves the guy, then why not give it a chance?
Okay, thank you, Ralph.
Heading on over to Lindy. We're out in Pretoria. Good morning, Lindy.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, and you, Linz?
I'm good. From my side, I'm saying to the lady, if the guy belongs to you, you sit down with the guy and tell the guy that I want our relationship to go like this and this, not for the social media or not for the family, but just for the two of them. So if she wanted that relationship, she must make sure that she speaks to his man so that they can have their own culture, their own marriage, their own culture. Do things the way they want.
There we go, Lindy. I totally agree with Lindy. Totally agree. We don't have to follow other people. You know, if we want to make something work, just you and I, we can do it our own way. Because if our own way works, that's who we're doing it for. And that's the most important thing. So, Anonymous, 3 months is almost up. Get together with your man and talk about it. And we pray that you do find a way forward. Good luck. All the best.
Indeed. Thank you, Naked.
SABC News.